Hello, YouTube. Got back from my Chaos Rising pre-release. Second pre-release I did, but yeah. I'll just show you the deck I built and some of the stuff I poured. But yes, I got the Crobat deck, which made me happy. That's the card I wanted. Got it. I threw in some foil energies. All the energies are foil. But got Zubat. Threw in Deoxys. I have 2 Deoxys. Watch all the foil energies. This really didn't come up. I only have 1 in the deck. Like, this Deoxys was more important, and Crobat and Zubat were more important than this. This came up 1 time, and that's it. I only had 1 in the deck. Pad, which the one game I shuffled into Pad. This Golbat won me an entire game by itself because of the fact that during your opponent's turn, next turn, prevent all battle damage done to this Pokemon from basic Pokemon. Yeah. The one guy was playing Mareep, and he couldn't do anything. He just got stuck. I'm going to take those out of those sleeves. And this card only came up once, and it's basically won me the game. It shuffled the guy's entire hand back into his deck, and it was all of his evolution line for Goodra. So, I'm glad I put that in. I won that game. I went 2-1. There's another Deoxys I had. This one, the game I lost, I had both Deoxys in my opening hand. Which this one's good. Yes, it puts energy onto it. And for 80, he does 20 extra for each energy attacks. But this one was the bad one. And it was basically, I played him. I played this because this was my first draw. And then it was my opponent's turn. This was my only Pokemon. Then I drew into this, and I had nothing but dark energies in my hand. So it took me like at least 1 or 2 turns to get it out, and I had to have my Deoxys die. This really didn't come up. Crobat. I used this ability 1 time. I kept forgetting about it. But it really didn't. It helped me get psychic energy 1 time. That's it. And I really didn't know. I never really used him. I used him 1 time to kill a Goodra. But it was all about the Golbat. I put in a Delibird because who the energy accelerator never came up. He was in the deck. I had him on the bench once, never came up. This card I would have used because the judge told us that if we got a certain EX that's in the packs, we could use this to accelerate it. But yeah, I had that. I took 1 of them out. 2 more power pads. No Crobat. And Shuffle. That was basically my deck I used. I took a lot of cards out just to throwing some stuff because my entire table opened Emperors. But cards this I was debating and putting in. No more energies because I put in all the foil ones. I had 2 more of these, but again, like I said, this didn't really seem like it was necessary. But they gave you 2 of these, I think, and like I said, it didn't really come up. Yeah, I took one out. I was going to put these 2 in, except for the Deoxys, but I wanted the Deoxys because that's my favorite mythical. But this probably would have been the better choice. Zubat, the card that the judge said I could have used was this because they don't have the Crocodile Eye, and it's just the EX. So it's like you could use this as a basic Pokemon for the pre-release if you have this card. I only had one, and I was like, I'm not going to use it because throwing this card in for 1 EX, I didn't see it really being worth anything. Probably should have because there was no one playing any like really grass decks. So I think Goodra has grass. I think it was grass psychic or something like that. A couple other cards. I was thinking about this, throwing them in. But yeah. Got Floki, Skuntank I was thinking about. Again, I don't want to fall. Looks. I had to Scalp and Pod. Weep. Octillery. Weep again. Goodra. Got the Hull. 2 Meowsticks. But yeah, it's like, here's the Goodra ability. I get Flexo? No. So I was like, yeah, that was okay. I went 2 in 1. I was happy with that. I bought 2 cards when I was down. There was my store credit, which was Jacinth and Crobat. Rocket's Crobat. Finally have it. It's the most expensive Zubat card, and I want all the Zubat cards. And from the way it looks, this is just going to keep going up because the packs are going to get harder and harder. Here's a little tiny speck right there. I don't know if that's on the card itself or whatnot, but yeah. I'm happy. I got my Crobat deck. But he gave us, we got 9 packs, which seems extremely generous. But these were the prize packs. Another Punkaboo. AZ. Warthog. That was the Ampharos that was going around. 2 people poured the illustration rail Ampharos, which was cool. 1 person poured the illustration rail Flat. The SIL Flat. Punkaboo! If I had this, I would have put that in my deck too, because I just wanted to use all the Deoxys. Like I said, but I still would have probably played that. Remoraid, Quillfish. And that was the other problem. I got two of this card. If I would have got this in one of my extra pre-release packs, have two of these running around, I think I would have played both of them because of the fact that he was counting them as basic because this card doesn't have any support in the set. So I was like, I was kind of disappointed by that. Especially getting the same Ultra twice. But then I got Mareep, another Zubat. Give me all the Zubat type stuff. This card is interesting. Once Storm Evil Plateless turn, you may discard 2 cards from your hand and then draw a card. It's okay. But it's the first stadium to evolve. I don't think I got the other stadium. Punkaboo, AZ, and another Goodra. That was mainly the main packs I got. But these were the that's technical part of NPP up and Regigigas and Trinitar. Love the 4 of these. These are the first of Pokemon Play cards I have, like ever got. So I didn't get them last time, but I got a Hollow Eevee and I got this, and I'm like, not bad. I don't mind getting the Eevee. That's cool. Snorlax. Which, if you saw my last pre-release, I played Snorlax, so I kind of like getting that again. So I'm a time in. Don't actually know if they actually hold any more value than the original cards, but oh, jeez, what on that? That's the one I thought was kind of like. I like the energy. Of course, I'm definitely gonna be using that. But get into Clefairy EX. Yes, please. I like that. That was probably a good hit too. The only thing is, I am mainly collector, but pre-release time. Oh yeah, I got that foil. Made me happy. But another foil energy. Again, definitely use that. Since my pre-release is like right down the block from me, like less than 10 minutes. I can now play pre-releases, but I'm not actually going to play actual anything else. Another foil energy. Fighting Gong. And that. But yeah, that was basically my pause. I got, at least I got like EXs and stuff, but I had a fun time. Faced against, basically, 2 of the guys were the same guys I faced against last time, so. But this time it was a big old event. There was 13, I think there was. There might have been 15 people. So the one guy got a bide once, and yeah. There was a Fado Dotto. Like, this girl was like young and she played, so she was new to the game. But I think everyone had a good time. This was probably my main chase that I was really happy for, this and the my Crobats. Those were the two big hits I really wanted. There is a special illustration rail of this, so I want that. But now I just need the normal 4 of this, and I have all the Crobats from that. But this is the most expensive one. I'm happy I got it. Mainly because it has Zubat, 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 Zubat. I think that's a Zubat on Dell. But yeah, that was my thing. I had fun. I went 2-1. I'm probably going to go again on Monday because he has it like right after I get done work. I could probably go do it on Monday again. So I might do that. But so far, this set, there's a lot of cards. Like Mareep is one of my favorite Pokemon. Delibird is one of my favorite Pokemon. Deoxys is my favorite legendary. Crobat is literally my favorite Pokemon line. I think this set was made for me. Sorry, I have hiccups. Was made for me, and I'm enjoying it. I'm not a big fan of Greninja, but I don't need to be a fan of Greninja because there's so much other stuff in this set that I was actually like even Crocodile I like, even though I can't use them in this set. So there's stuff in here. Like I even like Goodra. Punkaboo's one of my favorites. Metagross is a cool Pokemon. Mareep. Deoxys is literally one of my favorite legendaries / mythicals. Like I said, Ampharos is there. I still don't know all the cards in this set. But I'm like, Ho-Oh's just classic Ho-Oh. Bruxin is in here. Octillery, another one of my favorite Pokemon. Bruxin is my favorite out of the Froakie, Greninja type deal. Bruxin, Chespin. Fennekin was always my favorite. Rampart's a good Pokemon. I actually think that might be one of the best Pokemon out of Sun and Moon era. Skrelp is cool. Ferroseed is another good Pokemon. There are some cool trainers that I would love to have, like thoughts for. Like Emma. I believe she has one. So yeah, I'm probably don't play again. I'm gonna hopefully I'll get more cards that are like not the same EX. Like I'd like to have some ability to be able to some more variety, but 2 of the same EX, it's not the greatest. If I would have got them for the pre-release, I would have been better. You would have been fine. And I would like to get a different promo because it's better to have it. But if I was going to get another promo, I probably want Mareep, the Faf Ampharos one, or the, what is it, Delphox? Flexen one? Yeah, that would probably be the 2 I would want. But Goodra I wouldn't be mad about either, so I don't know. I'm just happy I got my 2 Crobat cards. I'm happy though. Got my Zubat. would be happy to get the actual foil Crobat, because technically the Crobat in the deck is non-hollow. So yeah, but I hope you guys had a good weekend. I don't know when I'll upload next. Probably if I go Monday, I might upload. See you guys next time. Bye.